any way to add more slots?
I don't think so.
I just started putting mine in a text document.
Yeah.
And then or put it in the journal notes.
Yeah, it's just it'll calculate weight for me, so I'm trying to put it all on there.
I mean,
okay, then
it's got that many for like the individual lines, but then you have like a big box at the bottom that you can also write stuff into.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I think they generally consider that if you're carrying 40 items, that's probably too heavy for you to carry.
They are wrong. Actually, I'm not carrying all 40. I listed all the ones that I started with on there, and that's taking up a lot of it. How much, Martin? How much does that pearl cost or weigh?
Pearl is like any gem. It's pretty negligible. It's like
0.1.
0.1.
Yeah. Not even 0.1. I think it's like 0.01 or something like that. Like they're like supposed to be like damn negligible.
You're right. That's what I'm gonna identify, by the way.
You're gonna identify the pearl?
Yeah. Can I not do that?
Where did you get the pearl from?
I just looted it.
Okay. Okay. When you said pearl, I was thinking like an actual like pearl. Like that's I was like you use those to identify stuff. That's what a pearl is for. But you're talking about the pearl you got off of the corpse.
The one I just found, yeah.
Alright, so pull up my book. So you're gonna spend an hour studying that one?
Yes.
Alright. That is
hold on one second.
Alright, so that's what you're going to do for your hour. What's everybody else going to do during your long rest?
I am going to basically can I study some of the Ullman?
Do what?
I have that Ullman book. Can I study some of it?
You can, but remember that's tracked in days, like how many days you study it. So
yeah. So an hour is not really going to do a thing.
Yeah, you want to save that for like you have 3 days downtime activity. What are you doing?
Gotcha. Yeah, it's gonna.
Otherwise, you're going to start keeping track of hours as well instead of just days. If you want to break it down to hours, you can.
No.
I'm still identifying the slippers that I pulled off of that raccoon creature.
Okay. So you'll be spending an hour doing that. Colby's doing the pearl.
How much do bracers weigh?
I don't know. I think that's
I couldn't find it in the PHP.
So, let's have a little fun now.
I would guess like 2 pounds, but
Is this too loud?
Bracers are 1 pound.
1. All right, cool. Carry on.
All right. So JJ, what are you doing during your long rest? Anything?
Long resting. Getting Donkey to tell me a story.
All right. So you're just gonna have Donkey tell you stories.
So does that mean the donkey's like, and then every now and then you bust out laughing?
Yep.
Probably would too. He's gonna tell you the story about the time that he had to help rescue a princess from a fiery volcano. She was in a tower. He proved that he was the stair master.
Nice. Nice.
So yeah, he tells you the story, and it's a pretty epic tale. Like he's a pretty decent storyteller. So he probably embellishes some details though about how many times he saved things, and he'll tell you about how the dragon fell in love with him, and
Sweet. Sounds like quite the tale.
he's like, yeah, there's half dragon, half donkey babies out there.
I would like to see that.
Yeah, me too. Bitch took off with him. All right. So, all right, MC, what are you doing again with your time?
Nothing. Hanging out.
You're not gonna try and identify the armor or anything like that.
Well, I guess I can because I keep forgetting that I can do that. Yeah, I'll try to identify that armor.
Okay, so you're gonna spend an hour identifying that. JJ's doing stories, so I think it covers everybody. So Colby, you identify your pearl, and it's a pearl of power.
Ooh.
Oh!
I don't know what that is, but ooh.
A pearl of power, you can use an action and speak the pearl's command word, and you regain 1 expended spell slot of up to 3rd level.
It's really good.
Once you've used the pearl, once you've
Up
used
to
the
third
pearl,
level?
yeah. Once you've used it, you can't use it again until the next dawn.
I would love to trade you for that.
Pearls of power are really good.
Alright, so you found that pearl of power. Kevin is stepped away, so I'll come back to him. JJ gets epic stories. MC, the armor is glamored studded leather. It basically gives the studded leather bonus +1 to the AC. You can actually I was misspoke before. You can use a bonus action and speak the armor's command word to change its appearance to any normal set of clothing or some other kind of armor.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, so you can basically, as a bonus action, decide what you want it to look like. Now, you do have to be proficient in the armor in order to be able to activate it. It does not require attunement, so you don't have to attune to it to use it. I think the same for yours, Colby. I don't think the Pearl of Power required attunement. No, it does require attunement.
Damn it.
I'll trade you.
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Well, technically, MC,
For what?
you don't know
For
that's
what
what
would you
you don't know that's what he has unless he says something.
I have no idea. I'm not really gonna trade. It's just as useful for him, anyways.
All right, so then you guys have 1 more hour. So if you want to attune to the Pearl, Colby, you can spend the next hour doing that, or you can start checking out a different item.
Can I spend part of my hour transmuting my copper pieces into platinum pieces?
Do you have a spell that does that?
No, but I am overburdened, and this is dumb.
You're gonna have to talk to Fergarg about carrying stuff for you.
Fuck.
There's a reason why they put copper pieces in there, man. Because they want to be like, yeah, give them 10,000 coins, and they're like, wait, it's all copper?
If I can spend the other hour attuning the Pearl of Power to myself, I would probably do that. What does attuning do?
It's basically only you can use it.
Is it permanent?
Until you die or you decide to unattune to it.
So I could unattune it and give it to somebody else to attune to themselves.
Yes, but they would have to spend the time as well. And,
But if someone steals it and I'm alive, it doesn't work.
yeah,
Must
because
get, like, a spell?
it's still attuned to you.
I'll spend the other hour attuning, but I am going to ask Fergarg if he's willing to trade me some coins.
I think let me double check on attunement, but I
Fergarg only
might
had
actually
gold
end
coins.
it if somebody else attunes to it.
What did you say, JJ?
What coins you need?
I have too many of these copper pieces and too many of these silver pieces. I will trade them for equal amounts of gold or platinum pieces.
But the kids only seem to like gold pieces.
So trade them to me for platinum.
But why have platinum if we have gold pieces and the kids like gold pieces much more?
Okay, will you trade me some of these copper pieces for some silver pieces?
Fergarg only have gold pieces. Literally.
Oh, how about if I give you gold pieces and you give me platinum pieces?
Fergarg once again say he only have gold pieces. Literally.
Oh, right, I didn't hear that.
Why you know this?
Well, knock yourself out. I'll go talk to somebody else.
Fergarg might not know words well, but Fergarg knows gold is gold.
Hey, Aaron, are
Yeah.
you encumbered?
I am. I mean,
You're
I
probably
have,
not stronger. You're probably not much stronger than me.
I am less. I have a strength of 10, and it is used to carry the. my my lantern, the couple of potions, and my money.
All right, well, let's hold off on that conversation just real quick. Colby, to answer your question about attuning, if the item is ever more than 100 feet away from you, the attunement goes away.
Oh.
If you have to spend a short rest if you want to voluntarily unattune to it, or if you die. I'm sorry. The item has to be 100 feet away from you for 24 hours. So if somebody steals it and has it a whole day, then your attunement would end. Or if you die, or if you choose to not be attuned to it anymore.
Okie dokie.
Kevin, while you were gone, your slippers identify as
I thought we identified the slippers already.
I think you guys have guessed, but Kevin is saying that he wants to identify them, so he must have not got an actual answer as to what they were. Kevin, they're slippers of spider climbing. So you basically can put those on and you can move up and down and across vertical surfaces, and you can walk upside down on ceilings and things like that. Your climbing speed is equal to your walking speed, but you can't move on like slippery surfaces like ice or oil or anything like that. It doesn't give you anything additional on that.
Can I put those on? I'd like to tune those. I would like to have it.
You can, if you want to. It does require attunement, so if you want to spend your second hour attuning to them, you can. All right, so Colby identified and attuned. JJ, you're doing 2 hours of stories, JJ?
Yep.
All right, MC, are you doing anything in your last hour?
I'll probably tell the donkey stories for one of the hours.
Okay.
No, I'll listen to Fergarg's story.
Okay. All right, so yeah, it comes 8 hours later, and when you guys like head back to the shore, you see that there is like 3 rowboats rowing into the cove. Each of you should make a perception check.
Nice.
JJ, are you gonna roll one?
Shit, what? Yes.
Perception check. Alright, so Vishla and Finn, you both notice the boats are from your ship, the one you left out in the bay. And you recognize, Finn, you recognize it's your men that are rowing the boats. One of them is your first mate, who now has a name, Dorian Reed.
Hello.
All of a sudden, he seems to have less of a glazed over look in his eyes.
So yeah,
Slightly less NPC.
they come rolling up or rowing up.
He found an orb of Thessala and has been ensouled.
Yeah, so they come rolling up.
You see me telling Donkey a story.
I'm assuming I've probably seen this before.
Probably.
No, actually.
Donkey was found here.
Yeah, they just
No,
found him here.
new.
So the donkey's new.
Okay. I definitely look confused.
Don't worry, you'll get used to it.
The donkey comes up and offers you his hoof.
Oh, look at that! Dorian, you've done
I
that.
shake his hoof.
He hauls. JJ, you hear him go, "Hey, I like this guy."
I don't know him.
What? He seems to know you.
Did you say that out loud, Fergarg?
Yeah.
The Fergarg is the only one that hears Donkey.
Right. So I'm pretty sure I would at least get the inference that you were saying you don't know me.
I don't know you.
So in that case, I would probably introduce myself that I'm Dorian Reed.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Fantastic. Are we leaving?
So yeah, Dorian, remember you came in here because they've been gone for quite a bit of time, and you were worried as to something may have gone wrong.
Like clearly seems to be the case.
No, Burgarg feel fine. Burgarg like cave.
Hey, was there anything else here that we didn't like? Nah. Is there anything left here that we needed to do, or can we go? Because we're rested now, so we could probably. Fungus room.
Oh yeah, so we got through the long rest, no issues. Good.
Right.
Long rest, you still have to use hit dice, or you get all your hit dice back.
You
Half
do
your
not.
level.
Yeah, you do not have to spend any half dice, but you get any that you've spent. You get half of your level back.
Up or down.
Always round down, I think.
I always thought it was always round up because then if it was 1, you would get 0.
I don't remember.
I don't know about this particular case. Most everything else is like you get half your level of something, then you usually round down.
Yeah, it's usually round down in that case.
You could theoretically spend a hit die, though.
Yeah, I mean, I'll get at least 1 no matter what. I'll get at least 2 no matter what, so. I'm good. It doesn't technically matter right now.
Okay. So yeah. So since Dorian has brought boats, those of you that are encumbered don't have to be encumbered because you can just throw it in the boat.
Yeah, we got these crates of stuff that we have found all throughout here. And
I'm only encumbered by gold, so unless one of these deckhands have gold that they can trade me for copper, then.
Well, hey! How much gold do you need?
I don't know. I have 800 copper and 320 silver.
800 copper is 8 gold.
Okay.
So in those crates of all that crap that we found,
Yeah.
there was 16 gold. So you could throw in the copper and take out 8 gold.
Right, but I just assumed we split everything even, so somebody would
Well,
have
you're
to
just making
trade.
change.
It's 10 to 1, not 100 to 1.
Take the copper back to. Take
Oh, so
the
that's
copper.
That's right.
800
Give,
copper?
give Rowan the copper.
Oh, silver.
It's silver. Silver's
10 to 1
Right.
gold.
yeah. So copper is 100 to 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's pennies to $1.
Right, but my
So-
point is I can't just trade it out because when you divided up all the gold we found, you divided it up evenly among all people in copper, silver, gold. If I just trade that out, then weight-wise, I'm gaming the system because you
But
guys
we-
haven't done the same.
That is true.
We hid it right there.
Huh?
It's all hid in a crate right there.
Right, but
We,
we all
never put it
took
on our
shares.
persons. No, we took the gold. We still had the copper and the silver buried with like junk right there.
I don't think
Unless
so.
you all did something last session.
Although, wait, when were we tallying all that stuff up and did we ever divide it up?
I had
Like
a
a
list.
month ago.
I have a list and a notepad document here, and it's
Because I remember we were tallying a bunch of stuff up, and I don't know if we ever actually divided it up.
I think the money got divvied out, but not
But
the
nothing
stuff
else.
like garnets or
Right.
agate and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
because I remember I gave up that money to keep one of the items.
And I think Colby, what MC was saying was that in Rowan's part of the stash, there would be gold, so you could just give her the copper and take the gold.
That just seems shitty.
I,
It seems like a good way to seems like a good way to get eaten by a dragon.
I didn't say do it. I just said I think that's what MC is saying is that there's a crate of stuff over here that isn't anybody's but the guild leader, so you could change out from there.
I'll just be 10
Right.
feet slower for a while. I'm fine.
also, I have 2 screenshots for some odd reason that say 16 dino teeth, a dino hide, 1d8 gold coins, 1 eye agate worth 25 gold.
That was found
And then
afterwards.
Yeah, Kevin,
and
that
16
was-
gold and 1 platinum.
That was the stuff I think that you found in the room that with all the silk that was hanging.
Ah, yes.
There was
Now I
also,
remember.
there was also some other gold and silver and copper that we found at another spot too. That was after that.
Incidentally, did anybody else use their hit dice during their long rest?
Use
Is that a
them.
long rest?
Burgarg actually would have.
You
before he
shouldn't
went to
need-
sleep, he'll
You shouldn't need to spend hit die in a long rest because you get all your hit points back at the end of a long rest.
That's why I was confused. Okay, so never mind. I didn't realize you get all your hit points back at the end of a long rest.
Yeah, in a long rest you get completely
All your hit points and half of your hit dice.
half of your level in hit dice.
Right, that's what I mean. Okay, I'm clear. Never mind. I was going to use my Song of Rest, but if it's a long rest, there's no point.
Okay. So
Okay.
yeah, you guys are all here and
Yeah.
are you taking the boats back? You walking back? What are you doing?
I mean,
Boats back, I guess.
yeah, we're totally taking the boats back. We'll just got to load up all these crates of stuff we found.
Okay. All right, so you guys are able to load up everything just fine. As you guys are loading up stuff, you see and you guys are like rowing out of the cove. You see an actual like ship that comes like sailing in your direction towards the cove. So I don't know what you guys want to do in that case, but it's not your ship. It is. It's got like blood red sails.
Yeah, it's these guys. So we can.
Do we have like a spyglass on this ship?
These are just rowboats.
Okay.
But the other people that are rowing the other boats are like, orders, Captain, first mate, somebody.
Finn, what do you suggest that we do?
I say we take the booty back to the lady.
Oh, Kevin, you weren't here when I said it. You guys are rowing out of the cove. There's a large ship sailing towards you. It's got blood red sails.
Pass it by.
Oh, shite. To
So
the
they're-
boat!
they're
Quickly!
they're
Oh, you fool.
They're asking what your orders are. Are you going to try to go around the ship? Or are you going to continue on your course?
We're going to continue on the same course, but we're going to row fast. Row, you fools! Row!
That's gonna be rowing towards the ship. If you continue on your same course.
Fergarg rows really fast towards the ship.
We're gonna play
Right.
chicken with the ship.
Exactly. I'm thumping on my drum right now.
I'm gonna do an athletics check. There we go.
Take your time, but don't look like you're taking your time.
I don't know. Row casually.
Row casual.
Casually.
All right, so you guys are like rowing towards the ship. As you get closer, you hear a female voice that's like, "Ahoy, mateys!" And like you see up on the top deck, you see Harless, which is the captain that you guys met deeper in the cave. She's looking down and she's like, "Stayed the night in me caves, did you?"
I'm gonna wink and smile at her.
Why?
It was a toasty night.
Aye. And she says, "I went to leave and found me ship in smoke and ashes, so had to go plunder me a new one."
Yeah, we found some Sahagin. They were messing with your ship.
We fought valiantly, but they destroyed your ship, milady.
Did they take all me cargo?
Uh,
Indeed.
Not all of it. Fergarg holds up a barrel of rum. Or of wine or whatever it was. It was wine.
She laughs and she's like, "I saved the most valuable of the shipment, did ya?" She's like, "I suppose you can hold on to that one if you like."
Fergarg like.
And she says, "Well, we're going to go pick the bones of what's left in the cave. It was pleasure meeting you all. Be safe on the sea."
we be seeing ye again.
That was a terrible, terrible, terrible thing to say.
All right, so she continues sailing on past you guys, and you guys row back to your ship just fine.
Yay.
That was close. I was afraid there for a second.
She loves me.
She does love you.
She wants the D.
She wants to bungle your hole or something. She wants to shiver your timbers.
Bungle your hole. I like that.
I'm not a smart man.
All right.
So it was my magic shoes.
So you guys have about 12 hours of sailing back to the colony. So right now we'll say somewhere you have about 6 to 8 hours to kill if there's anything you guys want to do while you're on the ship.
How long?
How long?
You have about 6 to 8 hours to kill before you come across the Goblin Hulk, and then you guys can decide from there if you're going to stop there to let Meepo/Pepe off, or if you're going to go on to the colony.
I guess in 6 to 8 hours, I will be identifying some more things for lack of anything better to do.
Okay. So Colby will be identifying stuff. Kevin, anything you're doing during that time?
Yeah, I would like to do the same. I've still got the gold ring with the ruby and the gold. I guess it was like a nose ring with a chain or something like that to an earring.
Okay.
See if they have any magical properties. No biggie.
Did you identify those bracers?
Not yet.
How does ritual casting work? Is there still a material component when you ritual cast?
If there's one for the spell, yes.
Okay.
And it takes the amount of time that it takes for the ritual, but it does not consume one of your spell slots for the day.
Gotcha.
I was gonna say because I've got a charge on my wand of detect magic I can use. Oh wait, no, we rested. I have straight up identify. So, you want me to tell you what that is?
You talking to me?
Whoever.
No, I'm gonna identify my own shit.
All right, I'll just go over here then. Not be as important.
All right. So Kevin is going to be checking out those things. JJ is away. MC, what are you doing during that time?
See, I have like nothing important to really do but hang out. Oh, if we're back on the boat, I'm with what's her face? I'm with my slave lady.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give her the glamored armor that looks like a dress and see because I don't know if she can wear it. If she's if it's gonna be too much or what. I'll just be like, here you go.
Yeah, she checks it out and she nods approvingly, and then she puts it on and she kind of sways in it and looks at you approvingly.
Oh, is there somebody else wearing studded leather armor around here? On the boat?
I mean, unless anybody in the party is wearing it, then probably not.
I'd like to do charades to be point at the leather armor and then point at the dress and then be magic.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if anybody else is wearing studded leather or not. Colby and JJ have both walked away, so.
Okay.
Kevin is raising his hand, but I don't know what that means.
I know. I think he is. I know to pass messages.
I do.
Okay, so Kevin's wearing studded leather armor.
I know to pass messages in secret. It's a check, but I don't know if to interpret them. It's an insight thing to figure it out. So I don't know if you want to roll insight to see if she gets the picture, or is just okay, whatever.
No, I'll take her passive on it. She's fine.
You play Dungeons and Dragons with the boys in the bag? Let's see if I can.
She nods and pats the armor as an acknowledgement.
Cool, awesome.
It's a baby.
We have a visitor.
It's a baby. Kiss the baby.
All right, JJ, anything you're doing during the trip?
Fergog realizes he's not hungry, but he's gonna try and maybe try and eat some food, see if he likes it.
Okay. Yeah, it tastes fine. You eat it and you're like, oh yeah, food's good.
Huh.
I ate and I ate until I couldn't take another bite.
All right, so
Portal's hard.
So Kevin, you were looking at what?
The gold earrings and ring off of the raccoon.
Okay.
One had a ruby in it, and the other one was had a chain that connected to A nose ring.
Yes. Neither one of those are magical. So in
They're
your
just
first
expensive.
so in your first hour you'll just determine that both of them are not magical, and the nose ring with the silver chain hook to it is worth about 100 gold, and the ruby ring is worth 120.
Does it take you an hour to identify something?
It is not Khaleesi.
What was that, Colby?
Even if something's not magical, it takes you an hour.
Well, that's why I gave it both of them. Like, he went to check one out and then checked the other one when he realized it wasn't magical. All right, Colby, what are you inspecting?
Let's see. I guess I will inspect the bracers.
Where did those come from? Do you remember?
Just looted them.
Just looted them.
Well, how much did those pieces of art weigh?
Like a half pound.
Half pound each. Okay. Cool.
All right.
Dum, 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 dum.
All right, Colby. Those are bracers of archery.
Ooh.
They do require attunement. When wearing them, you have proficiency with a longbow and a short bow, and you gain a +2 bonus to damage rolls on range attacks made with those weapons.
It's pretty good.
Does anybody use a bow in our group?
I have not witnessed anybody using one, but that doesn't mean they don't.
I knew a character once that used to.
I tell you, he did.
Vishla thinks to himself that Baron would have really enjoyed these bracers. He laughs.
Kevin, if it makes you feel any better, when I wrote the loot for that encounter, I did have you in mind for that particular loot.
I love you too, Martin.
But you did you did make it, buddy.
I stuck to my convictions. That's all I'm saying.
All right, so that's what the bracers are. Wesley, you should probably during this time also be like talking with your crew and introducing yourself and telling them about you.
Well, hadn't seemed to be particularly relevant. Nobody seemed too interested.
You're my first mate. I see you all the time.
Just a lowly first mate. No big deal there.
That's very impressive, especially if you're the first mate to this captain.
He's doing a fairly good job so far.
Shit.
Everybody looks over and I'm picking my nose. Like,
I mean, ever since you went all Smeagol on me down in the cave, like, and then like the time before that, you're kind of retarded. I don't really. I think you're great, you know.
All right, is there anything else anybody's doing during that time? She got her eyes open?
Yeah, she's looking right at you guys.
yes, he's so sweet.
I say it was hard to tell, but I thought it looked like her eyes were open.
She's
In
funny.
my captain's quarters, I'm gonna start practicing like trying out the shoes, like walking around on the ceiling and stuff.
Yeah, it works.
But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it like I'm walking at the mast. So like my hands are behind my back like this, and I'm like. Doo-doo-doo.
It works. You don't have to. Your hands are free, so you can do whatever. You just walk like normal.
Yes. Getting good
So
at this.
I was going to come in and ask you, the captain, if there's anything that I need to do currently, if you have any duties for me, but walking in and seeing you like standing on the ceiling.
I just whip around and I go, nope, I think we're good.
You know, honestly, I'm not surprised. And
All right. Anything else during this time?
Mm-mm.
Are you asking everybody?
Yeah.
Because I only identified one thing. You said we had 6 to 8 hours.
you have
so I'm
6
gonna
to 8
identify,
hours,
like,
yeah.
everything.
What's your next thing you want to identify?
The Butcher's Cleaver.
The Butcher's Cleaver. Did I say that was magical, or did you guys even check?
We haven't checked yet, but it sounded awesome.
I don't think it was magical, but let me double check.
One day soon you'll be able to roll for Daddy, and then he can get mad at you when you roll a natural one.
Where are you? Colby, I did tell you what it acted like, though, right? What kind of weapon?
Great axe, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, now it's just a +1 weapon.
So it's +1 great axe.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Is that? I don't remember how +1 works now. Is that +1 to damage or
Attack and damage.
Okay. Then next, I will identify the brooch with emerald that I got from Brissa.
She definitely hooked you up, didn't she?
Captain's log. I find that I can walk around aimlessly and seamlessly, these slippers. But in the attempt to run, I seem to lose grip and fall flat on my face.
Okay. Colby, that is not magical. It's just worth 20 gold.
Okay, next, the silver locket from Brissa.
Not magical, 10 gold.
And finally, the... Nope, that's it. Thanks for playing. Was any of the stuff in that loot list magical or potentially magical? The master list? Masking.
The one that
Michael
MC has?
Christie. Yeah.
I think he was using Detect Magic when you guys came across stuff, so if there was, he should have it listed on his sheet.
Okay.
It's the charges were pretty much out though.
So you're saying that what you have on the list has not been looked at if it's magical?
Saying there's a chance.
I
The
thought it was. That's how you knew that the lamp was magical.
that was running, and that's how I knew the lamp and the slippers were magical.
For a few until she starts fussing you.
Which I totally took the lamp. So
He takes it from us. Filthy habits.
because it's a lantern of revealing.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, because that's when you guys also found the case of potions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everything that was magical that was found.
Yeah, and we
has
kept all that stuff.
been- I think it's all been identified. I'm scrolling through here to look and see if there's anything that I'm missing, but I think you guys got it all.
In that case, I'm good for the rest of the time. I guess I will be communing quietly with Aaron and also asking all the crew members if they can make change.
Change.
None of them they're like gold. I haven't even seen a gold piece.
Silver?
I got like 3.
You're useless.
They're so broke.
If you want to convince our employer to pay us more, we could potentially have more money.
Right.
All right.
It's a trap!
All right, so that's all everybody has to identify.
Yeah.
All right, so unless you guys are doing anything else, say so now if you are.
No.
All right.
Anybody that has questions for me, I will potentially have a conversation for them. But
Yeah, well, because we kind of encountered the first mate on the way out, and he was kind of like, I don't know, more trustworthy or useful than the captain was, but then we got beat up in the caves and almost killed the captain. So I feel kind of sorry for him.
Well, I would have to say that the captain has proven himself to seems to be an adequate captain for now. I don't know about his combat expertise, but on the note of trustworthy, I do pride myself upon being very trustworthy.
You'll fit in great here.
I feel like that had an essence of sarcasm to it.
No, seriously, they're awesome. They're great.
Essence of sarcasm? Is that like a potion?
It's a magical component.
You find one essence of sarcasm.
I walked to the mast to the ship, like where the steering wheel is, and I shout at the top of my lungs, "Pounded sugar! It's powerful!
It's powerful, yeah!"
What?
It's from a thing.
Beer and a ton of powdered donuts.
So about 7 hours in, you guys come across the Goblin Hulk, and Meepo's like, "Well, I guess this is probably where I get off. If you guys don't mind pulling into harbor there."
Are you sure, Meepo?
Oh, I'm getting off with him. Let's go.
Okay.
Are you
So-
sure?
Burger
Come on, y'all.
always down to go to Goblin Hulk.
We have kobolds to rescue. You made me leave last time.
Oh god, the kobolds again, and I facepalm.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
My MC, your elf lady like cringes, and she's like, she like shakes her head like wildly and like
Yeah.
cowers in a corner.
Nah, she cowers in a corner and I'll be like, it's okay, and I'll get like a chair and set it down, and I'll like guide and set her in the chair, and I'll be like, stay here.
She shakes her head.
Okay, all right, and then I'll hand her a knife, I guess.
Another one?
Oh, she still got the one, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll just hand her the one.
All right, so you guys are stopping at the Hulk then, right?
Unless
Yes.
anybody is not.
I mean, I'm cool with stopping by the Hulk.
All right, so you guys stop at the Hulk. You're down in the docks. It's
I will walk Pepe back to the kobold area.
okay. How are you getting back up on deck?
Oh, right. That whole thing.
This again.
What were the options again?
You can climb. You can climb a rope. Yeah, Fergard climbs up a rope, so Fergard make athletics check. All right, so Fergard climbs up the rope. So you can climb up a rope to get up there yourself, or if you have some other means to fly or something like that. Otherwise, you have to wait in line and pay to take the crane up to the top.
How much was it again?
Like a gold, but you have to wait. But you have to wait in line. Like it takes forever.
Right. I'll
Yeah.
try. I'll try to climb up the rope.
Okay.
Yeah, natural 20.
All right. So Vishla passes you, Fergarg.
I'm a man on a mission.
Meepo climbs up behind you, and then like Aaron tries to climb up the rope, and he can't. And Meepo just looks down and just snickers and keeps going.
God dang it!
I'm gonna snort. I'm gonna laugh so hard I snort.
Oh, I am so glad that she's not here right now.
Kevin, are you climbing up?
Oh hell no! I'm staying on the boat laughing at Michael's failed attempts at climbing your rope.
You're staying on the boat. Dorian, are you staying on the boat, or are you going to go investigate the Hulk?
I'd probably stay here.
Okay.
You can stay on the. Have you been to the Hulk? It is a happening place, my man.
Is it now?
Oh, you.
Oh yeah, I guess I could change over to that screen now.
No, we're still on the beach. This
We
is all in our minds.
Yeah, you should probably come check out the Hulk when you go.
Very well, if you insist.
Be wary, Dorian. This place is crawling with kobolds and goblins.
And fouler things in the deep.
Fuck is it?
I am certainly shaking in my boots. I'm not.
I like how you clarified. Thanks.
All
I
right.
can visually see the shake. Yes, you're absolutely right.
So Wes, what the Goblin Hulk is this massive, like 5-story tall, like ship. like you can see by scale in this picture, you can see what your ship looks like in comparison to it. You can sail into a hole underneath of it. This looks like a cobbled together ship of a bunch of different parts. Like if goblins were reavers and were making their own ships, this would be what they'd look like.
Gotcha. That's a good description.
There's like a massive dragon skeleton that looks like it might have like crashed into the ship at some point, and it's being like held up with ropes and whatnot. You can see that there are tents and creatures that are like walking across the skeleton. There are like all kinds of like buildings and tents and shacks and whatnot up on the top deck where there's like a big bustling marketplace. Down in the docks where you're at now, there's a couple of businesses that are selling like produce and drugs and things like that, but it's mostly crates. It's mostly crates and stuff that are being loaded and unloaded from other ships that are down there. There is one bar and brothel down there. But yeah, that's pretty much the Goblin Hulk.
Oh, I'm headed to the Kobold area, but first I'm headed somewhere to try to exchange this copper.
Okay.
Because I'm tired of it and I'm moving slow. Apparently being encumbered does not affect my athletics check, but whatever.
Okay. So Wesley, you are going then?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So make an
As well.
You have two options of getting up to the top deck. You either have to climb a rope up there yourself, or you can wait in line and pay a gold to ride the cargo crane up to the top.
Climbing is athletics.
Yes.
Not particularly good at athletics.
It took me a few tries. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try.
All right, so you managed to climb up just fine.
Cool.
So everybody's up on the deck now. Colby, you got up there first, so where are you headed?
To exchange my copper.
Okay. Where are you going to do that?
What? Do I see any money lenders or?
There's shops and tents and everything galore, but there's no signs or anything like that, so there's no way of telling what is what other than the people that are standing outside like peddling stuff.
I will start going from tent to tent looking for somebody who is not only a merchant but also appears to be dealing in gems and brooches and jewelry and things.
Okay. You do find one that is selling like jewelry and gems and things like that.
Okay. Will he A, exchange my currencies, and B, buy all of these random gems and brooches off of me?
He will not exchange. He'll exchange the other way around. Like if you wanted to give gold for copper or silver, he would do that. But he has no interest in copper.
What about will he trade my gold for platinum?
Yes.
Okay. So how many gold to a platinum?
10.
Well,
And
that
how many
makes it
you
a
want to
little better.
exchange? Because he's not rich. So depending on how many
Well-
are you wanting to exchange for?
How about I just will he take? Can you guys hang on? Can you hang on
Yeah.
a second?
Yeah.
All right. So while Colby is doing that,
Okay.
Kevin's on the ship. JJ, you made it up next. So where are you headed?
I would be going to the Dead Dolphin.
Okay. So you go to the One-Eyed Dolphin.
The One-Eyed Dolphin and start drinking.
Okay. Are you taking like are you going and drinking like just swill, or are you gonna order nice stuff, or do you care?
I'd order the crappy stuff.
Okay. So you go in there and you're recognized. Like you come in there and like the owner greets you and she's like, "Oh, you're back. We don't usually see people visitors come through this often."
Well, I'm just here to drink. Just trying to get drunk.
Okay. She's like, "Oh, well, then you've definitely come to the right place." And so she goes and gets you a drink and brings it out to you, and like, "I hope you enjoy."
Keep them coming. Down it.
Okay. Donkey's like, "Hey, do I get one of those?" And you look at him; he's like panting.
And one for my donkey. He says he wants the good stuff.
She stares at you. She's like, "You want to feed a 10 gold beverage to a donkey?
You heard me.
I'm gonna have to see the gold."
I gave her 10 gold.
Okay, so
Like, it's like they don't believe you.
she
Sorry,
pours
this is like the beginning of a bad joke.
she pours it she pours it and she slides it over to you and she's like, "Very well."
I give it to donkey.
Like, I like a man who likes his ass.
Oh my god.
Womp womp.
All right, so she slides over to you and you continue drinking.
I taste it at least to see if it's any good.
Oh yeah, it's better than the wine that you had off the ship.
I'll remember that.
Okay, so Colby, yeah, he has like maybe 10 platinum, so that's about the most he can exchange.
Okay, then I will do that.
He'll tell you if you're needing a money changer, you should go see Bell the Fat. He'll have what you need.
Oh, that guy.
Excellent.
He's your friend, right?
Me? I don't think so.
He's the guy who shut you down on the elevator ride the first time.
All right. I also asked him if he would like to buy this blue gem or this brooch with an emerald in it or this silver locket.
Yeah. Gems and jewelry sell at full price, so he would pay you their full value.
Then I will sell those things and receive 50 gold, and then I will go look for Bell the Fat.
Okay.
Because I'm still
He'll tell you where Bell is.
Okay.
So it's one of few like actually like decently built buildings up here. Everything else looks kind of like a shack or like something that's been cobbled together. This one actually looks like somebody paid to actually have a nice, decent sized building built.
Uh-huh.
There are two bugbears that are standing outside the door. And so yeah, so they look like.
No, I know what they look like. It just they always crack me up.
Yeah, so you got like two of those guys, and they're like standing outside. And as you come to the door, they're like, "What you want?"
I'm here to see Bell the Fat. I would like to make some exchanges on some money.
The other one's like, "You have an appointment?"
Yes, I set my appointment yesterday.
Your name?
Baron Coral DeMarcus.
Okay. So he's like, "Wait here." He goes inside. Did you ever give that name to Bell the Fat?
No.
Okay. So he goes in there and he comes out and he's like, "I'm sorry, you're not on the list."
My good man, I am a very important person back at the colony. I think you're confused. You need to check your list again, please. And I will try persuasion.
He does look confused. I mean, you could try persuasion, but he believes you. He was just told not to let you in.
Okay.
So he's like, "I'm sorry if you're not on the list. I can't let you in." He says, "But if you want to relay a message, I can pass it along, and maybe Bell will try to fit you in."
You can tell Bell that I am extremely disappointed at the treatment that I am receiving. I set this appointment well in advance, and if this is how he treats potential investors, then I will take my business elsewhere, and I'll start to walk away.
Okay. The other one starts laughing, and then like the other one goes back inside.
Okay.
Are you actually walking away?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'm going to the. I guess I'll go in a couple more tents and ask some people if they would exchange some money at a like 5% fee rate.
Most of them don't have a lot in the way of gold or platinum. You can definitely change up to silver.
Well, first I'm going to ask them if they'll do it without a fee, just if they'll make change. But if they bulk, then I'll.
Generally, like if you ask for like a very small amount, they'll accommodate you. But the amount that you're talking, they're going to be like, you need to go see a money changer.
Even if I say that they can take a fee?
No, if you say a fee, then they're like, "Oh well, now you're speaking the right language. You're starting to get used to being around here."
How much of a fee are we talking, good sir?
He'll say, "I would say, how much are you wanting to exchange?"
Well, I have 800 copper.
Okay. He says, I can take all of that. I can give you 60 silver and 2 gold.
Okay, so I'm terrible at this.
Sounds like
There's 10 copper and a silver.
There's
And
10
I'm-
copper and a silver or 100 copper and a gold.
Right, so he's offering me.
Exactly the right amount.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's okay.
So he offers that to you, and he says, and I'll make that exchange for 5 silver.
Make it 3 silver.
Make a persuasion.
Well, if I'm making a persuasion, I said 2 silver.
Colby's like a damn Jedi.
Okay. He's like, you know what? I like you. Okay. As long as you tell people that send their business here, we can do this.
Thank you. So I got rid of it. And he gave me 60 silver and 2 gold. Well, 58 silver and 2 gold.
Yes.
And then I'm going to hit the way
Was all that
of
effort worth
the
2 gold?
kobolds. Yes.
Because I just spent
Yes.
I spent 10 gold on a drink.
Yeah, but my character is greedy.
All right. So the next one that made it up there would have been MC. So MC, what are you doing?
Now I'm encumbered.
So I've got some of the gems and stuff from before. So I want to go find like a curios shop, like a place with some cool little knickknacks, or even like maybe like a bookstore or a lore place. I don't know, something that
Okay.
have like some kooky things.
Make an investigation check.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, you can find like a little like shop that has like little like knickknacks of art and things like that.
Is there anything that like anything too crazy or anything that catches my eye?
Probably not. Let me.
Oh, there is something specific I'm looking for if I can find it.
Okay, what are you looking for?
I am looking for a potion of tongues or something that lets me speak languages.
Okay, they're definitely not gonna have that here.
Dang.
They don't like magic items aren't something that are just easily come by.
Yeah. And then I got all those gems and stuff. I was gonna see about selling.
All right, so let's see. What do they have as far as art? Oh, this gives just generic art. So yeah, I mean, you see, like, there's different just like statues and paintings and things like that.
So nothing that makes me feel inclined to check it out.
No.
I'll see about selling the gems here at least.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, he'll be like, sure, I can take those off your hands.
Okay, I'll lay them out. I'll be like, I've got this for this much. I've got this for this much, this for this much, and these for this much.
Okay. He'll probably try to undercut you a little bit. He'll be like, no, that one's much more worth this, and that one is you're close, but it's more like that.
I don't think so.
Then you should probably take it to a gem merchant because I can only give you the value I think that they're worth.
Can I do persuasion on them?
You can do persuasion on him, but he's rolled his appraise, so.
Does it beat that persuasion?
He's like, I'll take 2 of them.
2 of them. I'll sell him the one. Do you count pearl as a gemstone?
I mean, it is a gemstone. It just has other uses, but.
I'll sell him a pearl and
You selling off all that loot?
I'm just making some exchanges, and then I have agate.
Okay.
Sweet.
Let's
And
keep
then,
track of that. I want my loot.
and then I'll try to track down a gem merchant since this guy's gonna be like that.
Okay. So make another investigation. So somebody points you over to like a tent in the corner. Like there's a goblin. It's like gems, gems, and like points over there to like a tent.
Okay, I'll go check out this tent.
Okay. So you go inside and there's like a threadbare carpet that is like lining the ground.
Okay.
And there are like 3 goblins sitting in there. And they're like sitting around a circle table, and there's like a hookah in the center of it, and they're just sitting there like puffing away on it. And they like turn to look at you, and one's like, "What you want? You want smoke? I got smoke."
What is it like? What does it smell like?
It smells just like tobacco.
It smells like regular tobacco.
Yeah.
Even I smoke, odd I don't. All right, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
Do you guys want to buy some gems?
One of the goblins is like looks over at one of the other goblins, and he's like we don't buy gems, we just smoke with gems. And he like gestures at one of the and he's like, gem.
Oh. No. Sorry for the confusion. Bye.
What?
All right, so the next one up was Wesley.
I am drinking in the sights. This place is huge.
Yeah, it's like bustling. There's an auction block where they're like auctioning off slaves, and there's like all kinds of like goblins, orcs, lizard folk, bugbears, ogres, just all kinds of like forest kind of like creatures that are just like running through here. You don't see much in the like. You do see some humans and elves and gnomes and things like that, but they're definitely the minority. None of them are really like merchants or anything like that, but they're like people that are like yourself that are here visiting and bartering and things like that. Most of the ogres that are here aren't shopkeepers either, but they're like trading off like furs and teeth and bones and things like that.
This place is nuts. So, I mean, the only thing that I would have been interested in, but I think this was already asked about, is there's like books in it or scrolls.
You can make an investigation to search around.
Still can use this sheet. Investigation.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, you start looking around and you find like back in a corner away from like everything, there is a small like ramshackle building that's there, and there's no kind of signs or anything like that. But when you were asking around about like scrolls and books, they get like this is where they led you to.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and go in.
Okay. So you go inside, and like as soon as you open up the door, you hear the door hit a bell. And so like you go inside. It's dark inside. There's a couple of candles that are lit. But you see that there are like books. There are books and scrolls and things like all over the place on shelves, on like tables. But yeah, it's everything. There's no torches or lamps or anything like that in here. Everything is just candlelight.
Gotcha.
But you don't see any. There's no people. There's no beings in here at all that you can see.
Well, I would specifically like go in and ask if there's a shopkeeper.
You don't see anybody inside.
No shopkeeper whatsoever.
See nobody at all.
Bell rang and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I'll just start browsing and see what I find.
Okay. So you look around and like there's, I guess, do you have any knowledges?
I do have knowledge. Let's see. I have history, if that's considered a knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah, there's history, arcana, and nature, I think are the ones that are in there.
Mm-hmm. I have history.
And maybe religion. So if you have history, yeah, you can roll that.
Double natural 1. Wow.
So you're looking around and like this just looks like, you know, like a magazine store. Like nothing in here like really like pops out at you as being any kind of book of note. Like there might be some like Twilight books in here or something like that.
Well, in that case, I'll audibly state, well, this is a disappointment.
Okay. So when you say that out loud, make a perception. Okay. So you don't notice anybody moving around in there, but you hear a voice right behind you that's like, "What is it you're looking for?"
You were sneaky. Well, I was specifically looking for scrolls of magic or books on magic of any kind.
So you turn around to see the person behind you, and it's like this. He looks like an elf, but he's got black skin and white hair. He's got a cane, and he's like just wearing like robes. And he's like, scrolls, yes, we have lots of that.
Really?
He says, what kind are you looking for?
Well, specifically of the ritual kind.
He says, well, there are many rituals. In order for me to tell you if I have such a thing, you would need to tell me specifically what you're looking for.
Well, nothing particularly powerful or rare, just things like potentially illusory script or comprehend languages or something of that effect. Utility.
You tell me the spell you're looking for, Sonny, and I will tell you if I have it.
Trying to actually find the ones that I wanted.
Huh.
Speak with animals.
Okay. Let's see.
Alarm, potentially. No, wait, I already have that one. Identify, that was the other one.
Where is that table? God damn it. Hang on, I'm looking for something to find out what he would charge. Okay, so you're looking for what's the first one?
Identify.
All right, so identify is a first level spell, right? Yeah,
I believe so.
All right, so that one is common. So yes, he'll say, yes, I have that one.
And how much would you charge for it?
And he says, let's see, for sale. He says it would be 100 gold.
Bit of a steep price, but potentially.
He scowls and he's like, it is a very fair price. I've spent much of my time writing down these magical scripts. He says, crafting scrolls ain't like dusting crops, boy.
Fair enough. What about comprehend languages? Or
he says, let's see, comprehend languages. So he's like, yes, same price.
okay. Tensor's floating disk.
He looks a little more impressed and he's like, now you're starting to talk. And he says, he goes and starts rummaging through some stuff and he's like, he says, yes, that one would be 200 gold.
You seem to know what you're talking about.
He says, I always know what I'm talking about. I just have so few people to talk to.
You get lonely in this very tiny little shop back here.
He says, "All that visit the Hulk are savages. Many don't even know how to read."
Then, would you think about a relocation of business, perhaps?
No, no. Much too lucrative here. May not sell much, but I gather much. Things that cannot read bring in things that they cannot read, and then I am able to sell, or I'm able to buy at a bargain price.
Fair enough. What?
What did I miss?
Nothing.
Are you watching porn again, MC?
I am not.
Again?
Oh yes.
I got caught last week watching porn.
How?
It apparently went through my speakers.
We're just sitting here, all of a sudden we hear, ah! We're
It
like,
was really quiet. It was really quiet. And I was like, shit.
Shit.
all right. So yeah, he's,
Well, I think I would potentially be interested in the Identify,
sure.
and I'll keep you in mind if I need to obtain anything else in the future.
All right, we have many things.
All right, I'll buy the Identify scroll from him.
Okay. He will go and like you see him like wave his hand over like a box and like close his eyes and chant something, and then like he opens up the box, reaches in there and pulls out, like he doesn't even rummage, he just like reaches his hand in there and pulls out like it was the only thing in the box and hands it to you. And he's like, that would be 100 gold.
I'd hand over 100 gold to him.
All right, so he takes the 100 gold and he gives you the scroll.
All right. Well, I will conclude my business here, and that's probably about all for me.
Okay. All right, so Kevin's just waiting on the ship. JJ's getting drunk. All right, Colby. So then you go to head to the Kobold camp.
Right. Yep. Is Pepe still with me, or did he go ahead?
He went ahead.
Okay. Well, I will go to the Kobold camp and begin looking for Meepo and or the old dude. And if I can't find right shoulder, and if I can't find either, I will begin proselytizing again.
Okay.
Proselytizing.
That's right.
You could find both of them fairly easy. Meepo is like surrounded by other kobolds, and he's like telling them about his adventure and like the wealth that he brought back, and like you hear him like you don't understand fully Draconic, do you?
No, I speak Pet Draconic, so I probably pick up a little bit of what he's saying.
Yeah, so you get some words in there, but they're all like praising words. Like he's saying like really like positive things, and they're all like ooh and like clapping and things like that.
I'll stop in a minute to like not interrupt what he's saying, but to like stand there, and then if the attention turns to me, I will be like, "That's right, my friends. I took in Meepo, and we had great adventures together. This is the way of the prophet."
Yeah, as you're standing there, eventually, like as Meepo is like telling his story, he'll like stop and he'll point at you and he'll say something in Draconic, and they all look and at you and they like clap.
Ooh, the claw. That's when I'll say what I just said.
Okay.
Not the claw thing, the other thing.
Meepo says something else in Draconic to them, and they're all like, "Hey!" and like, you know, they're kind of dancing around and laughing and whatnot. But like, some of them come over and like, you know, shake your hand, but hardly any of them speak common. So,
well, the ones that shake my hand, I'll just kind of like politely shake their hand and bow a little bit, and shake the next one and bow a little bit.
Okay. So yeah, so like Meepo goes back to telling his story, and most of them gather back around, but like one of them is like standing there, and it's like a really like scrawny specimen of a kobold, and like maybe like a kid kobold, and he's like staring up at you, and he's just got these like glassy eyes, like he's just like looking at you, and he's just like.
I'll kneel down and be like, "Do not be." What do I say? Do not be so enamored, my friend. I am but mortal. I am but a prophet of Arthur himself.
Arthur.
Man, you're really hamming it up.
That's right. I am.
He repeats the word Arthur when you say it. He's like Arthur.
Right, Arthur. I'll grab him by the shoulders and just kind of give him like a paternal like shake, and then I'll stand up and go look for the old dude.
He like grapples your leg. Like as you go to like walk away, he like he hugs on your leg and he's like.
I pat him on the head.
So when you walk away, he continues to like follow you.
That's fine. I'm gonna let him.
Okay.
Side note, meta. Where the hell is the real Arthur?
He's training, man.
I know he's been training for like 6 months.
No.
Not
We
in
won-
game time.
No,
Been gone for like 2 days.
yeah, it's not been long.
Okay, so I'm gonna go find Shoulder.
All right, so it doesn't take long to find him either. He's also got some like kobolds gathered around him, and he's like pointing in different directions and saying things to them, and they're going off and doing different tasks. But yeah, that's pretty much all he's doing.
I'll greet him. Hello again, old friend.
We don't hear you, Wes. No.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Now I can hear you. So yeah, so you walk up and he's like, you've come back.
That's right. How have things been in my absence?
Well, the same as they were before your arrival.
I have come to try again to free your kobolds, friends.
He says, by yourself,
No, I have my friends with me,
including the ogre.
unfortunately.
He says, I do not think that I am willing to pursue this venture with him tagging along. He is not a trustworthy sort. I fear that if he hasn't already tried to kill you all in your sleep, that he will try to do so as soon as any of us look weak from battle.
You know, the funny thing is I agree with you.
So, then you should not be inviting him along to save innocents, because he may slaughter them himself, as a predator does the weak.
Very well. If I can bring... You remember Aaron?
He says, "Oh, the rest of them were fine. They carried themselves with honor. The two of them seemed a mite bit unpredictable. One with his magical talent, and the other, I don't think he really even knows who he is."
Oh, yes, and now there's also a first mate who's been talking a lot all of a sudden, so we'd probably bring him as well.
As long as he is not that ogre,
No, not the ogre.
I am open to any assistance.
Very well. I will go speak to my compatriots and see if we can make another stab at it without the ogre.
Okay.
So I'll shake his hand if he allows me to,
Yeah.
and I'll walk back to try to find the others.
Did you say we'll take another stab at it?
That's right.
Didn't you try stabbing him before?
That's yeah.
Well, no. I went back. I was writing the summary for that session today, and like Colby had said, I attack him, but then when he actually did was cast Hex on him, and it failed because he had Sanctuary on him.
Yeah.
But he noticed that Colby had made an aggressive action against him, but he just did like dominate person and told him to run away. So
And then didn't I act like I had no idea what I was doing?
yes,
Like something had taken control of me? Because wasn't that what happened to JJ too?
yes,
Okay.
but
It's funny.
JJ never offered any kind of like reparations or apologies or anything like that. In fact, like when you guys got out of there, JJ wasn't, but Fergarg was the one that was like, "No, I'm not going back in there. I'm taking my girlfriend and I'm leaving."
Right. Okay.
Packing up my balls and heading to the house.
All right, so yeah, MC. I guess you're the only other one that is there anything else that you were trying to resolve?
Other than trying to sell these gems and find like a place that I could maybe find like a scroll or a potion of tongues, I was actually going to go by and say hi to Espada before I went back to the boat.
Okay. Well, you already made your investigation to try and find those shops. So unless you run into Wesley, to where he can tell you what he found, you're not going to find anything.
Let's
You can make a perception to see if you spot him in the crowd. Okay. So yeah, unless Wesley, unless you're hiding.
No,
then-
not particularly.
All right. So then you should spot him walking through the crowd, looking pleased with himself.
Like I do.
So yeah.
So I spot him and I'm like, oh, it's what Dorian, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, the sane one.
Hmm.
How do you like the Hulk?
What was your name again?
Aaron
Aaron.
Lark of the family Lark.
Right.
Remember that?
I will try my best. I'm usually fairly
Actually-
good with names.
Actually, because of your backstory, Dorian, you should probably roll a untrained intelligence check to see if that last name sounds familiar to you.
Oh.
Okay, untrained.
Yeah.
I know that's on here somewhere. Where is that?
Just below all your skills, there should be like an untrained.
There we go.
Shut up.
Okay, so the name sounds like it might be familiar, but it's not anything that rings a bell.
Okay. Yes, I'll try to remember that. I'm fairly good with names usually.
Find anything interesting?
Yes.
Oh, what'd you find?
Scrolls and bookshop. Very far in the corner. Off the beaten path.
Show me.
All right. I guess I don't have anything else better to do. I'll
we'll
lead
go
you there.
We'll go check it out, and then we'll go say hi to a friend of mine.
Very well.
Okay.
I'll lead him there.
Okay.
Or at least try to. I don't know how good my sense of direction on this place is.
You can find it pretty easy once you've been there. So he leads you to what I described before. Inside is just candles and books and assorted other things.
Awesome. So I'm like looking around, and it's just kind of like, you said this place had scrolls and interesting tomes.
I mean, there's books and stuff like that, but you don't spot like you spot like rolled up parchment and stuff, but like looking at them, they're more of like recipes and things like that. Like they're not like actual
Like recipes for like a cookbook?
all sorts of varieties. Like there's like actual like cooking recipes and like instructions for making this and that, but there's probably some like magic item crafting formulas in there.
Do I find any?
Nope.
Sweet. So do I see the shopkeep guy? Do I see the purveyor of these fine establishment?
There is, other than Dorian, you guys are the only like living creatures that you see in here.
Oh man, I was really hoping to find something to help me speak languages, or
Okay.
the rare forbidden kind of knowledges.
Make a perception check. You should make one too, Dorian, if you're still in here.
I'm doing a
I'm
lot
in here.
better in these rolls than I did earlier.
Honestly, I'm not particularly looking for him. The dude
I'll be right
proved to be rather stealthy last time, and I'm
Okay.
just expecting the same thing to happen.
Okay. Yep. So, MC, you don't notice, but you hear a voice that's behind you. It's like, "Oh yes, we could help you find that."
Holy sweet spiderlings!
And he's like, "Yes, spiderlings. They are interesting creatures."
Oh,
I'd have to agree with you.
oh, you about gave my little weak heart a thing.
Not been adventuring long, I suppose.
No, I'm just weak.
At least you know it. He says not many would admit to it. I like you, Sonny.
It's actually all an act. I actually have a pretty high constitution. I have a constitution of 16. Yeah. I'm kind of
Shut up,
looking.
Kevin, or I'll make Donkey start talking. Anyway, go ahead.
I'm looking to see if maybe you have a potion or a scroll of tongues or something that lets me speak multiple languages. Specifically, I need to communicate with somebody who does not speak.
He says, potions. No, I don't fool with such trite magical items such as they. He says, now, a scroll. I could maybe have something that might fit your needs. Are you just wanting to understand or also speak back?
I need to speak back.
And he says, yes, then tongues would be the spell that you were looking for. The... He's like, yes, I would happen to have one of those in stock.
Okay. Let's up the ante here a little bit. You have a unique collection here. You seem to have a spattering things from all over the place.
I am a purveyor of many rarities.
I'm looking for a book of stories.
Most books are stories.
Specifically, ones based in folklore or legend of the New World.
The New World, he says. Okay. I suppose you mean this land.
This land.
Aha.
It's new to me.
It may be, yes. It is new to many. But I assure you, this world existed before the one you came from.
Do you have books that chronologize that? Or tomes?
He says, perhaps such valuable knowledge would not go for low pricing.
No, but you seem like the kind of guy who likes to trade knowledge and interesting things for knowledge and interesting things.
Sorry about that, y'all. I'm back.
He says, sure, if you have it documented and written down. I'm not interested in hearing stories or documenting them myself. But...
Oh, well, I have these nautical charts.
I would look at them.
So, like, I'll like take out the nautical charts out of my backpack and show him the nautical charts.
Okay. So he'll look at those and he's like, and you would trade these?
I would. For a book and a scroll.
He says, well, the kind of book you're looking for would be much more valuable than these. He says, but I could definitely find a book of interest that I could trade for and a scroll.
What if I up the ante even more?
I'm listening.
So I'll take off a ring and I'll set it on the map.
Okay. And he says, it is a ring.
It is more than a ring.
Well, tell me about it.
When you focus on it, it allows you to jump higher than you've ever jumped before.
All right. Let's see. What is that worth?
By the way, do you like babies?
What kind of a question is that?
He says, in select doses.
Are you that guy that really likes babies?
I don't know what you mean.
No. I think I heard of your soulmate.
What are you talking about?
There's a weird guy who sells a bunch of weird stuff back in the colony, I think is where he is now.
Oh.
He will trade you knowledge for babies.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. All right, so that's an uncommon ring. Let's see, so uncommon. So he say, well, we're getting closer. He says, let me save you some time. He says, this ring would be worth maybe 300-400 gold. He says, these nautical maps, maybe another 300. He says, a tome of what you're looking for to talk about this land before it fell to ruin would be nearly priceless. And he said, I don't think I could let a volume like that go for less than 20,000.
Holy Christ. Well, if you were going to say close to 1,000, I would have been able to do it. But frankly, it's not my day.
And he says, if such a tome existed, there would be many people that would pay thrice that easy.
So, wow. So how about I keep the charts You keep the ring, and I'll give you 100 gold, and you give me a scroll and a book.
For a scroll of tongues, he says, I think you're gonna have to give me the ring in exchange for a scroll of tongues.
Oh, you just said 100 gold.
Did he? I thought he said it was more than that.
You said 100.
Did he?
Did you? Or did I hear that
No.
wrong?
I think he said it was worth 400 gold.
Oh, is it 400?
Yeah.
Oh, so dang.
Yeah, it's an uncommon magic item, so those are approximately 500 gold ish. So he's telling you that it's worth 400 gold to him, which is more than you should be able to sell for. As most of the time you have to sell them at half.
Right.
So he's saying that he would take a 400 gold trade for it, and he would basically give you your scroll of tongues for the ring.
I'll do the potion for the ring, or not the potion, but the scroll for the ring.
Okay.
So let me get rid of that, and then add a scroll of tongues.
And he says there are other books here. Just understand you're coming in here asking for the, some of the most rare knowledge possible.
Right.
Those do not come at a low price.
I understand.
He says, but there is a vast amount of knowledge here.
Yeah, I'd like. I definitely would like a book. I mean, maybe one of folklore for this area. Doesn't have to necessarily be a history of the place, but maybe something about the folklore, about the Olmec tribe, or what's north of the wall or the Central Plateau.
Sure. He says, I have an entire volume of that contains nothing but information on the native tribes here. I would gladly trade that to you for the nautical maps.
What about money? How much would that cost?
He says, I sell the book for about 350. He says it contains specific greeting rituals, times of the year that they celebrate certain things, what qualifies for them to actually go through the ritual of animating their ancestors, who gets chosen, who doesn't, the locations of their villages, including the feral ones.
Yeah, I'll pay 350 for that.
Okay, so yeah, he like goes over and like climbs up a ladder to like a second shelf and starts like thumbing through books, and then he pulls one down. He comes down and he hands it to you, and he says, "What are the maps?"
I kind of want to keep the maps now.
You offered them in trade.
I did. Okay, maps for the book.
He says, "Done." So he exchanges the books for the maps.
Cool. I don't really care about those charts anyways. Well, I really like this place. I'll be back later.
Much here to learn. If you seek something specific, come look.
My name's Aaron. Remember it.
He says, I never forget a face, Aaron.
Aaron Lark.
Aaron Lark.
Got it. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. So, you want to go see a friend of mine?
Sure. I suppose so.
Awesome. Let's go.
I feel like that guy probably just managed to trade up significantly as well.
Well, of course he did. He is a merchant. He isn't going to... He's not there to... He even told you when you came in there that he was not there in the business of selling. He was in the business of acquiescing.
Yeah.
True. I mean, I was just pointing it out to Aaron that, most likely just lost a lot of value.
Well, what's funny is when we first found those charts, they were just like a mundane thing. Like even Martin was like, there's nothing important about them. You could just throw them in whatever. And I wrote them down on my character sheet because I was like, no, these might be important. And I bet you money he wrote like some elaborate backstory or like super plot hook thing for them. And I just totally negated it.
Fun times.
You're welcome.
So who is this friend of yours?
He's a kobold shaman named Espada.
All right, so
Go ahead.
it just so happens as you guys are like walking out the shop, talking about this, that like Vishala comes walking along, and you
I have a
hear
question.
you actually even hear them say Espada.
No, I call him Shoulder. And is the little kobold still following me?
No, he follows you like the whole time you're on the skeleton, but once you leave the skeleton, he starts crying.
Okay. Did Pepe stay behind?
Yeah, he's not like he wasn't planning on like staying with you guys long term. He just wanted to like adventure and see what it was like.
So then the question is, why would I have been talking about Spada?
You.
I thought that's
No,
who
we
they
were
ran
talking-
into.
No,
He-
Wesley.
yeah.
Wesley and MC were talking about Espada, and as you come walking up, you hear them.
Oh, okay. Ah, yes. How fortuitous, my friends. Aaron and you. I
Dorian?
just went back and talked to the wizened old kobold again, and I would like to remind you we have not saved his friends yet. I do feel like we should do this, but we need to get Finn and leave Fergard wherever he is getting drunk.
So we got to go find Drunk Finn.
Yes, and not
Uh,
bring Fergard.
Why not? Is it because of what happened last time?
Yes, and yes.
All right, Ferg, are you
Uh,
drinking this whole time, or do you leave ever? Is JJ muted?
I think you muted.
He probably would have been drinking this whole time. So
Okay. Well, after a couple drinks, Donkey's eventually going to be like, "Hey, man, don't you think you should lay off the sauce a little bit?"
they have sauce here.
He
Two
said-
orders sauce, please.
He says, "Yeah, the stuff you've been drinking.
Oh, that's sauce?
Sure, why not?
That don't make sense, donkey.
I'm a donkey. I don't have to make sense. You talking to me? Nobody else even hear me."
Fergarg likes sauce.
He says-
one of few things Fergargs continue to seem to like.
He says, "Yeah, but too much of it can mess with your head, man."
Well, Fergarg think that not much more can mess with Fergarg head. Fergarg had to battle for own head, so
He says, "I got an idea." He's like, "Why don't you show me around? There's all kinds of stuff around here."
okay. I'll go try to throw rocks at harpies.
Yeah.
Harpies.
He's like, "I ain't never seen one of those."
Alright, is there a place where people fight? I don't remember.
Yeah, you can make an investigation check to see if you can find like a fighting pit or something.
Fighting pit. Investigation. Here we go.
Okay. So yeah, you ask around about like where can you go to like, find some fights, and people like point you to like back in like they point back to a different part of the ship, and there's like stairs that lead down.
Alright. Let's go, donkey.
He's like, "Oh man, I'm excited." He's like, "I'm gonna walk in there and they're gonna see my collar and they're gonna be like, oh shit, there's a donkey with a collar on."
Alright. We go to the fights.
All right, so all of you should make perception checks.
All of us?
Yes.
Average.
Nope.
What does Vishla see?
I see dead people.
All right, so Fergarg, you see Dorian, Vishla, and Aaron walking together, and Vishla, you're the only one who sees Fergarg.
Okay.
Perfect.
I turn away, hoping that he doesn't see us, and keep on walking.
All right, Fergarg, does that deter you, or you keep on going?
Fergarg would keep going to the fights.
Okay, so you go to the fights. All right, so and then you guys are gonna go get Finn.
And
Is that right? You guys are going to get Finn?
Yes.
So Finn, your party returns back to the ship except for Fergarg.
Okay, so during the tenure that you guys were up on the Goblin Hulk, I had managed to procure a lawn chair, an umbrella, a tiki glass, and an easel with a portrait on it. And I'm sitting on the deck staring at it like this. And one of the shipmates walks behind me and goes, "Oh, look, it's a sailboat." And I look at him with an evil glare. And I go back to staring at my picture.
Is it a magic eye? That's a good reference, Kevin.
You probably could find some of those here too.
Right. Like just from the people that are waiting in line. Like I would trade them stuff.
There's like, I have a magic painting. It's magic.
It's got a sailboat on it. Like I don't see the sailboat.
You have to have a keen magical eye in order to be able to see. Alright, so yes, you guys go back and find Finn on the ship.
So you guys walk up to me and I go, "Hey guys, would you like a chocolate pretzel?"
No.
Are you actually holding chocolate pretzels?
Never mind. Let us not go find Finn. It is a silly person.
Silly person.
Alright, so you guys find Finn on the ship.
Hi, Finn. Come on. We're going to go save those kobolds.
All right.
Less talk,
Right
more
get
rescue.
back.
Were you about to cry?
I just put my head down and I follow.
All right. We have our posse.
Alright. So JJ, you go down the stairs, and you find yourself in like a boxed-in room. There's all kinds of different creatures that are down there that are like cheering, and then like they're like in the center of the ring. There is like there's a dwarf, and he is like locked into a grapple with a creature that has like tentacles for mouth.
Okay.
Whoa.
His and like but they're just like locked in like in like a grapple, and everybody's like around them like cheering and like they're just screaming out all kinds of different things. You come in and somebody's like, "Hey, you made it just in time." He says, you should place your bets before it's too late."
All right. Which one? What are the odds?
And he
Wait.
says,
Never tell me the odds.
like, "Very well, I like you." And he says, "But betting is closing in 1 minute, so
5 gold on the tentacle thing.
And he says, "Ah, yes." He's like, "Everybody always bets on the mind flare."
Oh shit!
Holy what?
So, point of reference: this is the creature looks like the one that was like cut open and dissected in the room that had like the spores and the attacking fungus.
Okay.
It looks just like one of those, only alive and not cut up. So yeah, JJ, they're like locked into combat. The dwarf like grabs him by his tentacles and slams his face into his knee.
Dwarf, you little bitch.
Oh, the mind flayer then turns that around and like gets him into like a headlock from behind, and then you see him like wrap his tentacles around like the dwarf's face. And then and then you hear some people that are like, "Oh shit, it's over, man, it's over." And then the dwarf actually like reaches up, or I'm sorry, he reaches down and like grabs the like mind flayer's crotch and twists, and you hear this like crunch sound, and all of a sudden like you hear this like mind piercing shriek, like a really loud like whistle kind of shriek, and like the mind flayer like releases the dwarf's head, and he like falls back, and he's like holding his crotch, and the dwarf comes over, kicks him a few times in the face, and then like the mind flayer finally like taps, and like the dwarf's like, "Gah!"
Damn.
That's
Jeez.
bullshit.
The dwarf is completely naked,
Of course he is.
and he has like hair from like head to toe. And you know he's got like a really long braided beard, and then he's got a second very long braided beard in his crotch.
Fergarg not impressed.
Is that George in the background?
Yeah. George is like, did you just introduce him to Twin Beard? I was like, I did. All right, so JJ, they come and collect your 5 gold, and they're like, sorry, better luck next time. I thought it was a pretty sound bet.
Mm-hmm.
Donkey's like, when are you gonna fight? I think you should get in a Fergarg. You tear them up.
How about you fight, Donkey?
Oh, I wouldn't want to hurt anybody, Fergarg. You know, last time I got in the ring, I left a man comatose for like a week. Felt bad. I sent money to his family and all. I felt really bad, really did.
Mm-hmm.
Says I just don't know how to hold back, man.
If you can steal me a drink, Donkey, I'll go fight.
I don't have any thumbs, Fergarg. How am I gonna carry you a drink?
I don't know.
In your teeth.
Figure it out, Donkey.
All right, so Donkey like goes trotting off.
Okay.
All right, so you guys all leave the ship and go back into the Goblin Hulk and head down to the Kobold village.
Right.
So Wesley, you haven't been here before. It's just a bunch of tents and stuff that are set up on the back of the skeleton of the dragon.
Okay.
The group leads you over to this like old kobold. He's wearing like tattered robes. He's talking to a few other kobolds, and then he like sees you guys, and he's like, "Oh, hey, you actually came back."
Yeah, of course. Or I mean, hey, Espada.
And Wesley, the rest of them have already seen it, but he carries one of these on his belt.
He still got it on him.
Yeah, it's like,
Interesting.
It's hanging on his belt.
I immediately fixate on it.
Do I have any concept as to what that is?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
You're just kind
Neither
of
do
like,
I, but I know I want it.
You're just kind of like, huh.
So yeah, he's like, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't start making preparations after you came because I honestly didn't think you were coming back. I thought you were playing a prank on me. He's like, but I'll start assembling now. He says,
We've never played prank.
so he goes and asks around, and like a couple of minutes later he comes back and he says, okay. He says, Meepo says he feels like he owes you one for teaching him a few things about adventuring, so he has agreed to come along with us.
Yeah. Come on, Pepe.
Oh shit, yeah, Pepe.
And he's like, so we'll go in through the same way, but they're going to be expecting that. So we're probably going to encounter greater resistance than last time.
You got any more of those? Hey, you got any more of those laser swords?
He's like, oh no. This is a one-time find, I'm afraid.
Okay.
If
All
you
right.
die, can I have your sword?
I mean, once I'm dead, I won't have any use for it, so it doesn't really matter to me where it goes.
Perhaps
So
I
will it
killed the
force
dragon.
me?
He says I would prefer if you were to be honorable enough to abide by my wishes, I would prefer to be passed on to the next elder of the tribe. But
Absolutely.
he's like,
I shoot you a dirty look then.
he's like, okay, well, I'm ready to go when you guys are.
I'm ready. I was
Shall we go
born
then?
ready.
All right, so you guys start heading down the tunnel into the prison. JJ, so an announcer comes out and he's like calling for like the next person who's going to come in to fight, and he's like, who's going to be the next one brave enough to enter the ring, and just goes on and on with his like tirade, and then you hear like commotion from like the back of the room, and then you hear like a and like and then you see like a donkey come running through there, and he's got like a bottle of ale like in his teeth, and he's like, "Ah!
All right. So I grab the bottle of ale and I start drinking.
There are like goblins and like two orcs that are like chasing after him with weapons drawn.
All right. Can I? I'm gonna try and grab one of the orcs and throw him into the ring, and then jump into the ring.
Okay, so make a acrobatics check or athletics check. That's actually okay. He rolled balls. So you managed to grab him and like shove him into the ring, and then you like jump in there behind him. Make a perception check.
Okay.
Okay. You notice that like the crowd starts cheering, and they're really excited that two people have entered the ring, but the others are still pursuing Donkey.
So I'm like, in the ring, Donkey, quick!
He's like, I'll back you up. We got a tag team. Tag team.
Oh my gosh.
So he goes running up, and he like jumps into the ring, and he's like, all right, who am I facing? Who am I facing?
I'm right. I'm like, stupid orc here need someone to fight me and Donkey.
Okay. So, let's see. Okay, so you see, find. That's not what I want.
Of course, JJ. His name is. His name is Burgark.
What?
Oh man. Alright, this one's way better.
Do you support the military? Will you help a former Marine?
I do not get this whole John Cena thing. It's all over the internet, and I do not understand it.
It's the internet. What can you do?
All right, JJ. So you see this guy enter into the ring, and he's like, "I will accept the challenge."
Alright, as soon as he says that, I run up and punch him. And his name is John Cena!
All right. So, make your unarmed attack.
Shit. I don't have my token.
Oh shit.
Let me see here. And his name is John Cena. Give me a token, Martin.
I'm working on it. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. So you go up to punch him.
So you
Hand.
damage.
he like jumps out of the way, and then attempts to trip you, I guess.
Okay.
So make a athletics check, or not athletics, acrobatics. All right. So he manages to like trip you, and you fall on your face. Donkey runs up and tries to like buck him and kick at him.
Yeah.
But he like just barely misses him.
Donkey.
He didn't get a donkey.
The orc comes over and jumps on Donkey's back and starts like punching him in the back of the head. And then
Get it together, donkey.
all right, so then you can take an action, JJ.
All right. Do they have weapons out?
No.
No. All right. I'm gonna go and grapple the orc.
Okay. So make your athletics throw. Okay. So you managed to grapple him.
All right, and then I'm going to move him away from Donkey.
Okay. You move him away from Donkey. As you do, Donkey tries to kick him in the face and misses him. And then the kobold rushes you. Let's see. Okay, so the kobold rushes you and comes over to kick you. He gets a 16 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay. So he deals 5 damage.
Okay.
He does 5 damage to you, and he says, should you manage to defeat me, he says, I will bail you out of the jail that you and your donkey are inevitably going to go to. And he says, but if you cannot defeat me, I will make sure that your time in jail will be miserable.
I say, shut it, you twerp.
All right. And then it is the orc's turn. The orc tries to break free of your grapple, so make a athletics.
Gonna happen, bitch.
He does not break free. It is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna take the orc to the side of the ring and try to throw him out.
Okay. So make a athletics. Okay, he struggles enough that you're not able to like get a very good grip on him to be able to throw him.
All right.
Donkey goes over and like tries to bite the kobold and fails. The kobold comes over and tries to like knock you out of the ring, so he like rushes you.
Bitch, please.
So make an athletics roll. Okay, so he like hits you, but is not able to like push you.
That's what I thought.
Then the orc tries to break free. So make another athletics roll. He does not break free. It is your turn.
All right, I'm going to throw the orc out of the ring.
All right, make your athletics.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good enough, barely, but he got a 26.
Ooh.
So
His
you
name is John Cena.
you managed to pick him up and you like toss him out of the ring, and the crowd is like,
I'm waiting for an
And,
RKO.
And I'm like, I got mine, Donkey. He's yours.
the kobold's like, and now the odds have been evened.
He's yours, Donkey.
Right, so when you say that, he actually turns to the donkey, and he goes to like punch the donkey, and he misses terribly. All right, donkey tries to bite him. Ooh, donkey bites him. So you see Donkey like just like clamp down on it like his thigh, and then like starts like shaking his head. And then he's like, "You see that Fergorg? I got him! I got him!"
All right, you did. Tag me in, donkey.
He's like, "Okay."
Like,
So
you
he-
never watch wrestling?
So he like tries to run over to you, and the guy gets an attack of opportunity on
All
him.
right, so I'm gonna.
He misses him.
All right, so I'm gonna go and.
So the donkey comes over and he's like, "Go!" And he like nuzzles it. He's like, "Go, Fergorg, go!"
All right, so I'm gonna go and try
Please.
to grapple him.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Damn it!
You do not grapple him.
All right.
Thanks, sir. So then he tries to like reverse the grapple on you.
Bitch, please.
All right, he does not succeed. So instead, he just like kicks you. Does a 15 hit you?
15 does not. 16
Okay.
is my AC.
He tries. All right, and it's Donkey's turn, and Donkey just stands back and he's like, "Yeah, you got him. He ain't got nothing on you, Fergorg. I got faith in you."
All right, so I'm gonna grapple him.
Okay. You do not grapple him.
Oh my god, asshole.
Alright, and it's his go, and he tries to like rush you again. So roll your athletics if you're going to like try to like kind of put your shoulder into it and stop him, or acrobatics if you want to jump out of the way.
No, I'd try to muscle him.
Okay, so roll your athletics. Or
Got
is that what you rolled, the 15?
Yep.
All right, so he knocks you out of the ring. And he's like, "Yeah!" And like the crowd is like, "You never," they're like they're like, "You never beat Katana. You never beat Katana."
That sounds like that was rigged.
Then he turns to Donkey, and Donkey's like, "What do I do, Fergorg? What do I do?"
Say, fight him, you little bitch! And I go knock someone out of their folding chair.
All right, so
It's a
Donkey
sailboat.
Donkey goes over to bite him and like does not manage to do it. Then he tries to buck him, and he does manage to hit him on that. And so like the kobold kind of recoils from it. He's like, "Wasn't expecting the animal to continue," and he's like, "But fine." He goes over. Oh, he natural 20s Donkey.
Live, donkey!
How many hit points does Donkey have?
Not many.
I don't, did I alter his hit points? I can't remember.
Hold on.
I remember sending you his stats, but I thought I had given him
He has
some extra
18
hit points.
HP.
Okay, so he goes down. So Donkey goes down, and he doesn't even get to tap out. Like he just like passes out.
Alright.
And like the kobold like raises his arms, and people start exchanging money. And then like there's like a bunch of goblins that come in there, and they've got 2 or 3 bugbears with them, and they're like, "Sir, you're gonna need to come with us."
I jump into the ring and grab Donkey.
Okay, you jump in the ring and pick up Donkey.
And I take off running.
They're blocking the door. Are you just gonna like bull rush through them?
I'll cut a hole in the wall. Kool-Aid man, that shit.
It doesn't exactly look like it's a sturdy location.
It's actually was below decks. So go roll your damage for your sword.
15 damage.
Okay. So you cut a hole, not quite big enough for you to get through, but you cut a hole, and they start pursuing. You have enough time to try to make the hole a little bit bigger.
Yep.
So roll and damage one more time.
Yeah.
All right, that was enough. I was gonna say if you roll 15 again or better, then you got a hole big enough for you to be able to get through.
Alright, so
It opens
Donkey's not dead, is he?
This is the hole. This is the hole right here.
It opens straight into the water, very similar to that. So
Fergorg jumps out.
are you like jumping into the water? Or are you gonna try to make it to one of the ropes?
Fergarg jumps.
Oh my god.
All right, that's a pretty good fall, Fergarg, even hitting the water.
Fergarg protects himself. Fergarg positions himself so that he takes the brunt for Donkey.
Okay. So you take 3 falling damage, and you like smack into the water, and then you should make a perception check.
Sharks.
Donkey's just unconscious, right? He's not dead.
I don't know.
Put a red X on him. Don't kill Donkey.
I thought you didn't like him having him around, Kevin.
Don't worry.
Yeah, what's this sudden change of heart?
About like a month's worth of not playing.
All right, so yeah, JJ, you like look around and there's like sharks in the water and they like start coming near you.
Well, I'm gonna swim as fast as I can to the nearest boat.
All right, so make your athletics. All right, so you're able to make it to the nearest boat before the sharks can get to you. All right, back to you guys.
Back to us.
Hey.
God, we killed a lot of guys.
Yep. So give me a second here. I gotta reset where everything's gonna be.
Okay.
Take Korga and JJ out of here. Damn it, JJ! I actually tried to get you arrested so you could join them.
I know you did. Fergarg wasn't having that shit.
Fergarg would not have been happy if we showed up and we're like, what are you doing here? And then you would have been like, what do you do here?
All right, give me a second so I can reset where people's would be.
Bandits!
All right, so you guys like come out of there and you immediately see, let's there are 4 guards,
God, they just keep replicating.
one on each side of the doors. One door is the one that Espada had cut through. They have not repaired it. The other door that has not been cut through, there are 2 guards on that as well. They don't seem to notice you guys coming through the tunnel, though.
Like we're walking down the tunnel and they don't see us.
Right.
It's weird.
One of us doesn't have a character piece.
Where am I at?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't put...
Well, I will follow Shoulder's lead. So wherever he goes, I'll be behind him.
There we go. I think that's everybody.
God dang it!
Oh, I gotta get Meepo. Shit.
Harry Belafontaine.
Oh shit! I don't know why I accidentally. Hey JJ, I might have accidentally tried to steal one of your cards.
Bitch.
I was trying to read it.
All right,
No way.
so... All right, you guys are all in here, and
Denied.
Espada is like, we're going to have to take out these guards. Anybody got any tricks, or are we just going to have to go in blazing?
Let's see what I got. I don't remember how tough they are.
Hmm.
Oh, I got a trick.
Might have a trick. Maybe.
I mean, I have one, but it's really loud.
Well, they're going to know we're here eventually, but if we can get the drop on some of them, especially the ones right inside the door, that
Can
would
I
be good.
see them?
Yeah, there's 2 on each side of
Hi.
of the door.
Dave.
Okay.
I know this is kind of ridiculous, but I'm actually a rapper.
Can you not see right now, Dorian?
No, yeah, I can. I just didn't know if I didn't know how like line of sight and stuff was working currently.
Yeah, the X's are dead bodies. They're not actually there anymore, but I'm leaving them on here because I need to be able to see, as this is an encounter that I haven't given XP for yet.
Gotcha.
I'll blow up one if somebody can shoot the other one on the other side of the door. Like, if we all take one, it would work.
I was going to say, I don't really have any tricks, but I can use my spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can easily, deal with a good number of them for now. Like, I have plenty of CC.
Whatever you guys want to do.
So let me start it, and then once I start the attack, then we shall all use our abilities and take them out.
Yeah, whoever wants to act first can act, and then we'll roll initiative.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna use my Mage Hand Ledger Domain. I hope I pronounced that right. Ledger Domain. And I'm going to use this Mage Hand to go in and undo the belt buckles of both guards in the open gate.
Okay.
The song's called Save That Money.
And
So,
when we're ready to attack, I'm pulling both their belts off.
all right, make a stealth check.
Yeah.
Okay. And then make a second one for the second guard.
What?
Okay. So they don't notice. All right. So you have unbuckled their belts.
Have their trout. Okay. Are we ready?
Sure.
Starting with the left one and moving to the right one. I'm going to gank the belts out with my Mage Hand.
Okay. So you're just like doing that before anybody else acts.
Exactly.
Okay. So you do that, and both of them drop their pants. They're like, "What?" And they like start like they like lean down to pull them back up, and then everybody can roll initiative.
Roll initiative. Yes.
God dang.
Battle.
Battery.
Damn, Aaron.
I'm pretty good with the initiatives.
Quick like a bunny.
Quick like a bunny.
Does Pepe still share my initiative?
No.
Loser.
Hey, you had a chance to try to get him to follow you, and you kept making fun of him and calling him names that weren't his name. You did
Kyle
not,
got such high initiative.
you did not earn points with me, Poe.
Whatever. He said he had a good time.
You did.
Nice.
Not enough to continue to follow you.
Dang, Finn.
Day ain't over yet.
All right. So, Finn, you get to act again. What are you doing?
I am moving. I'm moving in here.
That door is locked.
Oops. I'm going to use my Mage Hand to pick the lock.
Okay. So make your your thieves tool
Yes.
check.
Which I believe is. What the hell's going on with the sheet? Wheel? Martin, I don't. Yeah, I don't really have anything on the thieves' tools.
It should be you're proficient with them, right?
Yes.
So
Yes, I
it
am.
should be your proficiency modifier plus your dex modifier and your d20 roll. Unless you have any other modifiers to picking locks.
I could have swore I built that, but I don't see it now, so that's kind of shitty.
So d20 plus proficiency plus dex.
Okay. Try that.
Okay. So yeah, you pick the lock, doors open.
Now, is that considered an action or a free interaction?
That is your action, I believe, to use the tools.
All right. Well, then I'm just going to get out of the way. Don't mind if I do.
Now, yeah, you didn't take thief because thief allows you to be able to do that as one of your cunning actions, but since you're not a thief, right? You're not a thief.
I'm Finn right now.
Oh, then you probably are a thief. The very first ability under Thief is Fast Hands that allows you to use a bonus action to use your Thieves' Tools to disarm a trap or open a lock.
However, I used my mage hand to do it, so I think that that's going to count as the action.
Yes. Okay.
I'm good.
All right, Aaron.
All right, so is that door open now?
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna Scorching Ray that guy.
Okay.
So, first one has advantage and is the magic, wild magic modifier.
Oh God.
So those are all gonna hit.
Okay. Yep. Those hit. So the first one does not take him down. Did you send them all at the same guy?
All the same guy.
Okay, he goes down.
I gain resistance to all damage for the next minute. And okay, that is me. Murder.
Which ones have their belt buckles loosened?
The two by the door with the X on it.
The one
Gotcha.
that just got fucked.
Okay.
All right, so then it is their turn. The two that had their pants drop pull their pants back up. This one moves into here and attacks Aaron. 12 hit you, Aaron?
A 12 does.
Okay.
Hold on a second. So, what is that? Shield? No, I got resistance. Let's take it.
Okay, so you take 8 slashing damage.
So 4.
And then he attacks you a second time for a 20 to hit
That'll hit.
for another 8 damage.
So another 4.
And the other pulled up their pants, and
How'd
that's
you
all
get
they...
resistance to slashing?
My wild magic gave me resistance to all damage for a minute.
Nice.
Yeah, it was
All right.
pretty good.
Dorian.
How do 30-foot cones work in 5e?
It's 1 square ahead of you, then 3 ahead of that.
Okay, so it's like out like that. Can you do them sideways?
You can. It's kind of hard to calculate, but if you're just trying to hit those two, there shouldn't be a...
This guy's in the way. Yeah, I don't think it'll work. I'll just blast that guy.
Okay.
It's 1 square in front of you and then 3 in front of that?
Yeah.
Shouldn't it be called a-
It continues out more, but it...
Oh, okay.
That's
So it
the
goes
start.
5, and then it does those 3, and then it does those.
Yeah.
And then further.
Uh-huh.
Jeez, that's enormous.
30-foot cone. I mean, that's a pretty big cone.
Fortunately, this dude was standing in the way. But anywho, so that guy,
All right, so you natural 20'd on that first one.
yeah, that takes a lot of damage.
So roll another d10 to add to that
Another
damage.
D10.
Yeah, when you crit, you don't add the modifier, but you you roll the dice twice. All right, so your first damage is 11 to him. Or I'm sorry, you already rolled the crit in that as part of that.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
All right, so
Never mind.
That sounds a badass over here.
Using macros.
well, do
Yeah.
you put the second bolt on him too?
Yeah,
Okay, so
unless
that
he
takes-
goes down.
No, he doesn't go down, or he goes down after the second one, but he doesn't go
That's
down.
what I figured. Splats.
All right. So
Yeah,
he
that
goes
is-
down. I'm not putting X's on the ones that go down this one. I'm just putting like the little symbol on them so that I can keep track of who died last time and who died this time.
And I'll move right there.
Okay.
Tell me all the dead bodies are still there.
They're not, but like I said, I need to keep them on there so that when because I need to calculate your guys' experience, so I need to see how many you killed.
Okay.
All right. Bishla.
Let's see here. What shall I do? Well, I guess I'll go. Oh, they've come into this room, or just one of them?
Only one of them has come into this room.
Well, then I will fuck that guy up.
Okay.
Let's see. I will cast a thing. I'll cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay. It's a wisdom save. Yeah, he fails that.
Okay, so he takes 9 psychic damage and has to use his reaction to move away as far as he can.
Okay. Espada. Espada goes here. And he ignites his weapon. Attacks the guy. Does some damage. Alright, so he takes that guy down. And he calls out, "This hallway's clear."
Nice.
Okay.
I shall move into the hallway.
Okay. When you move into the hallway, you see this guy coming back down this hallway. He comes
Okay.
like right here. I guess he goes right there technically, but I can't see him there. So he attacks Aaron.
He attacks little old me.
Sure does for 18 to hit.
That will hit.
4 damage.
4 damage.
Uh-huh.
Got it.
And he attacks you second time and hits for 3 damage.
All right, I'm getting kind of beat up. I'm like face tanking all the fights so far.
Yeah, so Fen, you can go.
Gonna move up. Don't mind me.
He's actually standing where you were just at. I just didn't want to put him on top of the other guy.
Oh, okay. Can I squeeze around him and get to the other side?
You can make an
Yes.
acrobatics check to try to like tumble through him without taking an attack of opportunity.
Oh shit, son.
I need you to stay here and look after the place for me while I'm away.
Who's watching Braveheart?
My woman, my bad. The fact that you were able to pick up on that from the dialogue is spot on. Just spot on.
Dude, I've seen that movie probably more times than Colby's seen Star Wars.
Hey now. Let's not get crazy here.
All right, so yeah, you're able to get past him without taking an attack of opportunity. Okay, that will take him down.
Nice. So he's dead now. Somebody who's tankier than me, step in front, please.
How much HP do you have?
I'm down to 20, but my total's like 34.
Espada like says, "I could take the lead."
I think Espada should take the lead.
That would be awesome.
All right, so he starts walking through here. He's like, "Keep close. I don't know what guard they have managed to bring back."
All right, let me click my guy.
So he gets to right here, and then you see him ignite his sword again. He's like, "Incoming!"
They're coming. Here they come.
We're bunched up too close. Spread out.
Oh
Get
God!
on my ass, Aaron.
But it's toasty. What?
You go for it there, Espada. Take them all out. Why don't you?
Dude, all these spells are enormous.
All right. So
Initiative again?
we're just gonna keep the same, unless you guys want to keep rolling it.
I'm cool with keeping the same.
Meh.
All right, Aaron, go.
All right, so since I've got a whole, is that like another dude in the back there?
Yeah, Espada called out. He's that he counts 4 goblins and 2 bugbears.
Oh shit. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20. Ooh, this might not be good for me.
The hell? When did the monsters get in here?
Bugbears are in there? Holy shit.
I've always been in here. You guys just didn't go far enough in the prison.
Man, you guys could probably use a fur guard right now.
I know. I tried
Too
to.
bad you
I tried to get
busted
one in
your way
there.
out.
Too bad you creeped out your party members.
All right, I'm going to be super risky here. So I'm going to, how far was that? That was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I'm going, I'm going to shoot a fireball here.
Okay.
So since I'm in melee, that means I would be rolling with disadvantage, but it's fireball. So that don't matter.
Now keep in mind there is a wall there, so you can get the ones that are in that one hallway.
Sure, that's a whole hallway of dudes.
Okay, just want to make sure you aren't thinking you're going to get the guys on the other side.
No. So I'm going to cast my fireball.
Okay.
And boom.
All right, so I got to make some deck saves. So goblins fail, succeed, fail, and then bugbear.
Explosions?
What?
That's what the description is.
Mr. Torg?
All right, so the bugbear makes it. So it's half. All right, so this guy dies. This guy
Jeez.
dies. And half. 17 does not kill him. And the bugbear. Alright, it doesn't kill the bugbear either. Alright.
And then finish my move by sliding back one.
Okay.
And I don't think I can do anything as a bonus action.
Alright. Then it is their turn.
God.
This bugbear rushes you.
Oh, I didn't even see that guy in the corner there. That tricky little
That
fuck.
little guy? Don't worry about that one.
Actually, you should worry about that little guy.
Why is there an executioner off in the either?
That's the note from before.
He melted into stone when you guys left last time.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Forgot about that gnome.
The weapon deals 1 extra die of its damage. What? Okay. All right, so he rushes and attacks you with his Morning Star. And he misses horribly with the first attack. Second attack, 15.
That I think I'll actually if it equals 2, it beats it hits still, right?
Yes. If it equals, it is met the DC.
Shit. Yeah, then I take it.
Ow. It's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
10 damage. Piercing.
All right, so
And he
5.
melts your face off.
So 5.
All right, and then this goblin will step up to the corner there, and he's going to attack you. It's 22 will hit for 8 damage. Second attack will miss.
Awesome.
All right. And I've got a goblin here that moves up. And a bugbear that moves up. All right, Dorian.
All right, so let's see. So there's still bugbears and stuff alive.
2 bugbears and 2 goblins.
So if I move up to here, what can I?
From there, you can see the bugbear, a bugbear, and a goblin.
Okay.
Both engaged in melee with Aaron.
I will cast. I'm going to cast Fear. Starting right there, 30 feet out and 30 feet out. It's a 30-foot cube. Oh, no, wait, shit, it's a cone. Hypnotic Pattern, on the other hand, will work. 30-foot cube from here to here. I'll make will saves.
Okay. What's the DC?
I believe it is based on 8 plus the spell level, which is 3 plus my charisma modifier. Should be 17.
Okay. Alright, so the first goblin fails. Second goblin fails. Bugbear 1 fails. Bugbear 2 succeeds.
Okay. So they become incapacitated. They're charmed, and while charmed by the spell, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Okay. So this bugbear up here is the one that is still awake.
Okay.
Alright. Vishla.
Oh, also, I was going to move back to get out of the way. Which I moved 1, 2, move back to there.
Okay.
Gee, I'd really like to help, but everybody's in the way. No, I'll move
Probably
here.
fighting at tunnels.
And then
Well, keep in mind that everything is also asleep except for this bugbear up here, so you can walk like right over them.
oh really?
Yeah.
Coup de grace!
Yep.
We still can't share their space with them, but you can move past them without having to worry about attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, I don't think I can make it 30 from where I was. And we don't have coup de grace anymore, right?
Not really. They can't defend, so you just basically get to go up and hit them. You just don't get an automatic crit.
Man, coup de grace used to be so cool.
Yeah,
But
right?
They were also like
broken, though.
super broke.
It was broken.
It were super broken.
So I guess I will move. I don't know what's there, so I'm gonna stay where I'm at and just shoot at. So what's this guy, a bugbear?
Yes.
Okay.
He's
I
asleep
will.
though. I mean, you can still attack him, but he's the one that's one of the ones that are.
I will mock him for being asleep.
Now, West,
If you
does that
deal
bring-
damage, that wakes him up.
I was gonna say, does that wake him up?
Then I probably shouldn't use a cantrip. Oh well, it's gotta wake up sometime.
Okay. He fails the save. So he takes 7 psychic damage.
Wow, rolled max damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then he's at disadvantage on his next attack.
What did you hit?
Do what?
Who did you hit with that?
The front
Bugbear.
one there, the one right by Aaron.
Gotcha.
Alright. Espada.
Wait a second. Didn't something happen with cantrips that we forgot about, that they do like extra damage or something?
They scale up with.
Oh, I already did that. That's factored in. Go ahead.
Alright, so Espada goes. These guys are all asleep, so he's going to go up here. And he's going to attack that goblin. Hit. Hit. I don't think that goblin can survive this, but we'll roll it just in case.
And his name is John Cena.
Do.
Alright. So he died. So Espada takes down one of the goblins. Meepo. Meepo is like Yeah, he's gonna go to there. As he goes by, Aaron, he is going to heal you
Ooh, yeah.
for 10.
That's good enough for me.
Dim heals.
All right, Finn.
Is that considered occupying space since that character's dead?
No.
The bugbear.
Bugbear's awake now, so you do have to crow through his square. So you will either provoke unless you want to acrobatics through him. All right, so you make it. Actually,
my ass, that's a 22. I'm good.
yeah, but it's still opposed, so I gotta look and see if. All right, you do make it.
Yay! Don Cena!
All right, so you make it past him, and then you stab him for
14 hit?
Does not.
Oh, 14 doesn't hit.
Nope. All right, Aaron.
All right, so we got. Let me get my spellbook up here.
You got 2 bugbears awake and 1 goblin asleep.
And the one that's awake is right in front of me, isn't he?
Yes.
He's
Well, they're both awake now. So 2 bugbears that are awake and a goblin that's asleep.
The one that's in front of me. Is he wearing metal armor?
Yes.
And he is.
Yes.
All right, then I'm gonna shocking grasp him with advantage.
Okay.
Actually,
Advantage.
Hang on a second. I'll be right back. What'd you say?
I'm gonna quicken that.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna do
Source points.
I'm gonna do 2 shocking grasps.
Okay.
So here's the first one.
Will not hit.
Second one.
Will not, or it's with advantage still.
Yeah.
So yeah, that one will hit.
And it can't take reactions until the start of its next turn. So I am going to go.
Ah, Jigga.
Is the chrome cast upstairs?
Okay.
And I GTFO'd.
Okay. And it's their turn. 1 goblin is still asleep. So let's see.
Didn't even notice this cat has been behind me on the bed the whole time.
Sneaky little kitty.
Alright, so this bugbear is moving away, so Finn, you can take a attack of opportunity on him. That will not hit. He comes down here and trying to pursue Aaron and sees Vishla and attacks Vishla instead.
Of course.
Vishla 23 to hit.
Oh, I think that'll do.
I never know with you broken ass characters.
Oh, shit.
We are so not broken.
We're about to be broken.
11 damage.
Yeesh.
And then
Ow.
Then he attacks you again.
Of course he does.
But that
At least you
one's-
guys are level 5. I'm
That
still
one's-
level 4.
that one's 12.
12 damage?
Yeah. No, 12 to hit.
No, that doesn't hit.
All right. Then
See, this is why I put him to sleep.
then the second ogre moves down to here and attacks
I know
Finn.
that.
Finn does a 23 hit.
Dear God.
Yes.
All right. The damage is 7 damage. And then he tries to attack you again, and that one's probably going to miss. 9.
That misses.
All right, and then the other goblin is asleep, so he can't do anything. Dorian.
Well, we're going to be shooting the shit out of some bugbear.
Yeah.
So, pew pew, pew pew.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
the
I
one
know what
that's-
you are
the
now.
one- the one that's attacking Vishla?
Yeah, the
Okay.
first one that I can see from where I'm at.
All right, the first one will hit, the second one will not.
Oh man, that one did more damage. Very well.
Okay. Are you moving?
Yeah, might as well. I'm gonna move back because I can like shoot through this entire freaking hallway.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah, I'm done.
Vishla.
Guess one spot further up.
I'm gonna back my ass up. Actually, wait. So if I move out, I'll get an attack of opportunity, right? He'll get an attack of opportunity.
If you're not making a disengage action, yes.
Okay, I'm taking damage, and I'm a bit of a coward, so I will use my action to disengage and move the fuck back here.
Okay. So that will allow you to move 30 feet. Or whatever your move is.
There.
Okay.
Have fun, y'all.
Espada. Espada casts a spell. And the bugbear does not save against it. Finn, I guess you're the only one that's still up there, so you see Espada go like this, and he goes, "You will take me to the kobold prisoners." And then the bugbear's like, and then Espada tells you and Meepo, "Do not harm this bugbear until I'm finished." Meepo says, so he's not going to attack me, and he says he will do only what I command. Then Meepo will move this way, and then he sees the ogre, and he's like, beep! And he tries to stab him, and fails. Finn.
I'm gonna boop the bugbear on the nose, boop, and then walk by it.
Okay.
Up to this. There's a sleeping goblin in here, isn't there?
There is a sleeping goblin there.
Is it this one?
No, it's the one that you passed.
Okay. Now that I'm behind it, it's technically considered surprised, right?
I mean, it's
If I was to attack it?
it's helpless, so
Mm.
you have advantage to attack it.
All right. Any hit I score against a creature that is surprised is a critical hit automatically if I use this ability.
Well, if it's asleep, isn't it already a critical hit?
No,
Okay.
that would be what the coup de grace was.
Right. Okay.
He's just considered helpless, so your hits automatically hit, but you still have to roll the damage as normal. But Kevin, you would get your sneak attack because you have advantage on him since he's helpless.
Okay. So not only do I have advantage for my backstab, but I'm using my ability Assassinate, which starting at 3rd level, you have advantage on your attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn. In addition, any hit you score against a creature that is surprised is a crit hit.
Okay.
So how much more damage do I roll here before my backstab?
You should be rolling your sneak attack.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if you don't want to use that, I don't know if that ability has a limited number per day, but if it does, then you don't want to use it because that just killed him.
It doesn't.
Okay, so now he's dead. All right, Aaron.
Yes. This one right here is still in the fight, right?
Yes.
And that's not the one that they said not to mess with?
Well, you didn't really hear that part, but
Okay. Well, chromatic orb.
Okay.
With advantage.
Oh God.
that will not hit.
Dang it. Let's see what my thing is. I grow a long beard made of feathers that remains until I sneeze.
What?
At which point the feathers explode from my face.
That that is by far the weirdest one yet.
That's the weirdest one?
I think so.
Oh, no.
All right, so then it's their go. This goblin or this bugbear starts going down this hallway, and this bugbear attacks Meepo
You can do it, Meepo.
and hits him. Ooh, ouch. And he hits him with the second one. Jesus. Oh my god. 30 he did 30 damage to Meepo.
Shoo.
What's up with these challenge
Is
ratings?
Meepo dead?
Yeah, balance these encounters, Mark.
They are balanced.
Mark.
These are CR3 creatures.
That can one-shot
You
me.
say so.
The book says so. Remember, 5E's out to kill you.
Apparently.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dorian, your go.
Did I hear that we are not supposed to attack the bugbear?
No.
Damn, where is he? Is he that one?
Or wait,
That's
well-
not a typo in the book. It shouldn't be CR13.
I'm positive.
All right, well, I'm just going to move forward since I don't see anything else to do. That guy died, correct?
No,
Oh, he's not dead yet?
he's not dead.
My bad. Eldritch Blast.
Kill him!
Okay, the
God dang it.
second one hits.
Of course it does.
Okay. Are you moving?
I'll probably just chill where I am.
Okay, Vishala.
I guess I'll move back here behind Dorian, and then use Dissonant Whispers on the bugbear.
He fails the save.
9 psychic damage. Move away.
Move away from you.
Yep, far as he can.
So then he will go, and that's going to provoke from Meepo.
Nice.
Meepo hits. Still up. All right, Finn, he's going to be trying to go past you now, too, so you get to make your attack of opportunity. That'll hit. So 5 damage. Still up. He moves past you.
Actually, can I use my Savage Attacker ability and reroll that damage die?
What is it?
Never mind. Keep the 5.
Why was that one of your old ranger ones?
Savage Attacker lets me reroll the damage die of one of my attacks per turn. So, but it was crappier than the one I rolled. So,
Oh, gotcha. All right, so he continues past you, stops there. All right, Espada. Espada follows behind this bugbear. Meepo. Meepo will go this way. You see, like, Meepo, like, limping and bleeding, and he's like, I am sorry, guys. I was too weak. And he heals himself. Okay. Finn.
I'm going to move up 5 feet, make an attack.
Okay.
P.S. I have to go right at 10, so I don't know how we want to handle this, but
I just wanted to end the combat.
Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
All right, so 9 damage. And then I'm going to move out of... I'm going to use my bonus action to...
That actually takes him down.
Okay, cool. And then I'm going to follow Espada.
Okay. All right, so we'll end there then because all the enemies are dead. The only one that's still alive is dominated.
Sweet.
So we'll end there, and we'll pick up with following the dominated bugbear to the prisoners.
right.
Cool.
Ooh, ooh.
Okay. Thanks, y'all.
See ya.
Bye.
Later,
See you, Colby.
suckers.
See you guys.
Bye. Sorry, JJ, that you got left out.
That's cool.
I tried to bring you in.
I got to be John Cena.
That's true. Worth.